Lia Sensei, perhaps I could ask you the same question. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about how long you've been training and who your major influences have been along the way.
Sure. I've been training 35 years now. That was quick. And of course, my major influence is Takeda Shihan, Takeda Yoshinobu Shihan. And even after I moved back to the United States, whenever I have a chance, it's a bit of a challenge logistically, but whenever I have a chance, I go back to Japan to train with him and to train with my senpai. And I managed to bring him over here a few times, and just last August was one of them. It was a fantastic time.
Okay. And
yeah, I can't remember the rest of
how
it.
How has your Aikido changed over the years?
Ah, yes. Oh my gosh. We should have gotten Matt Bright-Eye here on the interview, actually. He could tell more objectively. She used to do this, and now she does this. From my end, I think, gosh, my own Aikido. Well, first of all, one of my senpai brings up a story. One of my senpai said one time, there were a bunch of people complaining about so-and-so. Oh, we hate training with so-and-so. He's so tight. And since I wasn't saying anything, and he leaned over to me with these people all complaining and saying how lousy this other guy was. He leaned over and he said to me, I've never taken my own ukemi. You know, so sometimes it's hard for us to really know how our Aikido feels on the other side. But anyway, from my end, the changes that my Aikido have made. Now, whenever, for one thing, I feel less of a need now than when I first came back from Japan to prove myself. And that's really refreshing, you know, coming back from Japan as a woman and, you know, no established name, and also not joining one of the big established organizations. I had a real need to prove myself. I felt a real need to prove myself anyway. And I did actually have people coming in the dojo, you know, to sort of test me and stuff. I was back in Pennsylvania, and so now I don't do that. Even on the rare occasions when I do feel that somebody, you know, has that sort of agenda coming in. So very refreshing, very much of a relief, and that opens me up to be more and more creative. Although having Takeda Sensei as a teacher, I've always been encouraged to be creative anyway, much more so than some. He encourages that much more than some teachers, I believe. So that's very lucky for me. And so go ahead.
So just on the back of that, what excites you? What creative work are you doing that excites you about Aikido?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. You know, really, I mean, the technique there's always things that excite me about as far as technique goes, you know, like, you know, Lawrence in our dojo, big, strong guy. And still, when I throw Lawrence, if he really grabs a hold of me and then I throw him, it's still kind of like, wow, go figure. And so that is exciting always. Or with a lot of sensitivity, and I move from a distance and they notice it and their body reflects it, is so exciting to me. But I think maybe even more exciting is the stuff happening off the mat now. You know, when a student tells me, you know, Aikido really helped me work through this problem that I've been having with my boss or something like that. Also, coming together and working with other teachers from other affiliations, bringing affiliations together. For example, oh gosh, what did... There's one kid who's been on scholarship, and if we didn't have scholarships, he never would have, his life would be very different. And I just invited him to join myself and one of my black belts at a demonstration this Saturday. And he said something like, "Thanks for noticing me," or thanks for including me, and thanks for giving me this chance. He's like 14 years old, and Aikido really changing lives. That's very exciting to me.